Welcome to my Vinyl Circle. I'm Tommy. Today I'm going to show you how to get started with a Cricut. I'm using the Cricut Explore Air 2. A couple of things you're going to want for this video to follow along, if you are, is a sheet of some type of vinyl. I'm using decorative adhesive permanent vinyl. This is the particle film type. And I've got some application tape or transfer tape. You're probably also going to want a pair of scissors, a weeding tool, and it's preferable to have a squeegee of some kind. Set those aside for now. Let's move over to the computer. You're going to want to start by going to design.cricut.com. If you don't already have an account, you're going to need to create one and then sign in. And your screen should look something kind of like this. I've already done a little bit of playing around here. You can either click New Project down in the bottom left corner, or you can go up to the top left and click on Canvas. Then you'll probably get prompted with some kind of tutorial. You can follow along, which would probably help you, or you can just skip it and follow this video. Let's say I wanted to make that text, kind of like what I've got on this laptop here. Well, the first thing I would do is go to the text tool and type in whatever text I want to do. I'm going to say my vinyl circle. And if I want to change the font, they charge for a lot of their fonts. You don't have to pay for anything. You can filter it up here, click my fonts, and then you'll get a list of things that you can use. I think I'm just going to use Adobe Heidi Standard. Actually, no, I'm going to use this one, Bangla MN. That one looks a little bit better. You can pick whatever you want. Move it around. The ruler's here really helpful, especially if you want to know how big you want your cut to be. So measure it out however big you want it to be, and just click Make It. Now, if your Cricut isn't plugged in or turned on, when you click Continue, it's going to say, please connect your machine. At that point, take the USB cable for your Cricut, whatever you're using, plug it into your laptop. It should show up right away. And then it says material set to vinyl plus. Adjust dial to desired material. Now the particle film that I'm cutting is a little bit hard, so let's move this over. Oh, I unplugged it. Alrighty, hit open. There we are. Take this little protective sheet off of your Cricut mat, whatever it's called. I'm using the light grip mat. Whatever vinyl you have, if you got it in a 12 by 12, perfect. If not, just use some scissors, cut it down to size so it will fit on your mat. I've already been playing with one here. Doesn't need to be perfect. And with this particle film, if you can squeegee out those little bumps, it's fine, but it really doesn't matter if you can't. It's just how this film is made. As soon as you cut it, it goes away. Slick material. Here we are again. Vinyl plus. This particle film is a little bit thicker than regular vinyl, so on the dial, I switch it from vinyl to vinyl plus, and then you just load it in there. You should see this flashing little button here. Hit that, and it loads in your vinyl. At that point, you should see a flashing Cricut button here. Click the button, and it'll start cutting. There we go. As soon as it's done cutting, the load and unload button should be flashing. And click that. And if you find you're having trouble getting the vinyl off of the sheet there, or seeing your design because it's like still attached, it's not cut enough, you can just load it back in, hit that button one more time, and the Cricut button will start flashing again. You can tap that again. It will recut the same lines exactly, so then it should be cut a little bit deeper, and it should be easier to get your design off. Either way, we're done with this one. We're done with our Cricut machine. Let's move it out of the way there. And we're done with our Cricut pad. Pull the vinyl off. Take that plastic sheet that was on your grip mat for the Cricut, put it back on the pad. That way it stays nice and clean for next time. There, move that out of the way. If you shine the design into the light, you can kind of see exactly where it was cut. So I can save this vinyl for my next project. Then take your weeding tool and peel off the rest of that vinyl around your design. I am not very good at it. All right, I've successfully weeded out our extra vinyl, and I've got my design here. Take some transfer tape and cut out enough to use. Or application tape as they call it. Peel it off of its backing and stick it onto your design carefully. Use a squeegee, it'll make sure it all gets on there really good. And then take whatever you're going to apply it to. In my case, my laptop. Peel off the application tape. You've got your cut right there. And put it where you need it to go. Use a squeegee here to make sure that it applies all correctly and good. And then you can rip off your application tape. Oop. Might want to go slow. And there you go. Now that was for permanent decorative adhesive vinyl. If you're using something like HTV, heat transfer vinyl, like holographic HTV, which we sell, because you want to make cool unicorn shirts, keep in mind that these really intricate designs will take a while and some practice to weed correctly. And when you're putting the vinyl onto the Cricut mat, you're going to want to put it face down, and make sure you set your Cricut to cut a little bit harder, such as the iron-on setting, because it has to cut through 2 different layers if you're using HTV. So just keep that in mind. We'll have another video coming up on how to use HTV and how to use a heat press. If you like these videos, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. If you need vinyl, make sure you buy it from myvinylcircle.com. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.